In this week's episode of Working with Todoist, I'm going to show you the best way to set up your daily routines system. Hello and welcome to another episode of Working with Todoist. My name is Pullein, and in this week's episode I've got the answer to one of my most frequently asked questions, and that is how to set up a morning and evening routines system using Todoist. Now, this on the surface might seem quite simple, but with any to-do list manager, the question is, how do you separate these out from your main daily to-do list? And it's something that I've been thinking about for a very long time, and it's something that I have struggled to find a solution. But this week, I finally figured out how to do this so that it doesn't interfere in your daily to-do list, but it still gives you your daily routines, your morning routines and your evening routines when you need to see them. Now, for those of you guys who have enrolled in my Your Digital Life 2.0 online course, you will know all about the routines folder. Now, the routines folder is a powerful folder that removes all those tasks that don't necessarily improve your life, they just need doing. So things like fill the car with petrol, gasoline, or take the garbage out, or clean the house, things that aren't improving your life, but things that just need to be done. And you separate those out from your main important projects that actually do take your life further forward, whether it's your goals, career, or just projects that you want to complete. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the power of that routines folder and we're going to add in a daily rituals folder or system that's going to allow you to see your routines when you need to see them, and so they're out of the way when you're getting on with the work that needs to get done that day. Okay, before we go any further though, I would just like to ask you, if you like this video, please click on that like button below, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. Okay, let's go into Todoist and I will show you how to set up the perfect daily rituals system. Okay, well, the first thing we need to do is to set up a daily routines folder. Now, I've contemplated this, but it doesn't really matter what you actually call this part of it. You can call it your daily routines, or you can just call it daily rituals. Entirely up to you. I've chosen to go with daily routines. If you want, go with daily rituals. Now, essentially what we have to do is, this is my demo account, by the way, but what I wanted to do is to show you how to set this up. Now, the beauty of this is once you've set it up, you don't really have to go in there and change anything, because these are your daily rituals. These are the things you do every day. So what I've got here is I've got 30 minutes exercise, 15 minutes meditation, and 15 minutes planning. These are my morning routines, if you like. And I've labeled them morning routines. So what essentially I've done is I've created a label. Let's just go back out there. I've created a label for two of things. So first one is morning routine and evening routine, and what I've done is I've color coded the label. I don't want to be adding flags to this because I'm using flags for different things. So all I want to do is be able to see this in the morning, and in the evening I want to be able to see it as well. So I've created two labels. The first one is morning routine, and that's color coded yellow, and evening routines, which is color coded blue. And essentially that's what you have to do to set things up. So the first thing you have to do is set up the project, daily routines or daily rituals if you prefer, and then set up two labels, morning routine and evening routine. And that's essentially all you have to do. Now, this is where the fun parts start. Now, the thing is, what you want to be doing is you want to be setting this up so these are the routines you're going to do. So for example, if you look at my 30 minutes exercise, now maybe you don't want to be exercising every single day. So in this particular example, I've got every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. This is great because that will only show up on the days that I want to see it. Now my 15 minutes meditation I've set up for every day. Is something I want to do, and 15 minutes planning in the morning, which is to review my plan if you like for the day, is also every day. But if you prefer, you can just have that set for Monday to Friday, and maybe you want to have some different ones for weekends. It's entirely up to you. Same for Golden 10 every day, 15 minutes daily reflection every day, and 2+8 prioritization for tomorrow every day. Now again, if you only want to do that Sunday to Thursday or whatever, that's entirely up to you. This is the beauty of building your system like this. Okay, so now we've got the daily routines folder set up. Of course, I'm choosing 3 for the morning and 3 for the afternoon. Next we have to do is go into our filters, and we need to create a filter. So what I've done here is at the top of my filters list, so I've got my workflow here. As you know, I work on a daily workflow, so I have my daily objectives, my today's focus, my next actions, and my Golden 10. And I've done lots of videos on these, so if you're curious about that, you can go through the back catalogue and have a look. But what I'm interested in is my daily rituals, and this is here. So my daily rituals is showing only those items that are scheduled for today. So if you remember when I showed you the project, I also have exercise in here. So daily routines, we have the exercise, but that's only scheduled for tomorrow. It's not scheduled for today. So what I want to do is I want to move with my filters. I just want it to show what I want to be doing today. So I've got today 15 minutes planning, 15 minutes meditation, and then I've got my Golden 10, my 15 minutes day reflection. And the code for that, if you've set it up how I've done it, is today and morning routine, or, which is the straight vertical line, evening routine. I will put a link to that code in the show notes so you can copy and paste it into your own Todoist if you wish. So the only thing that remains to do now is to add this to my favorites, and this is why I've added daily rituals to the top, and I haven't called it daily routines because I already have a routines folder. So I'm going to add that to my favorites, and we'll close filters. And what you'll see now is I have at the top my daily rituals. So every morning I can go into that. I can say, okay, I've done my 15 minutes planning, done. It's gone. I've got my 15 meditation to do, done that. And I'm only left now with the 3 things for my evening routine. So I don't actually have to go any further with that because I've done my morning routines. I just go into objectives next and then into my today's focus and get my work done. And that is one of the best ways to keep it out, because I know that many people have been trying to create it by using a subfolder. So for example, they would have a morning routine. I'm just going to do it from here. Hopefully this is not the filter. And what they would do is they create this as a non-completable task because it always looks nice. So let's do this as a non-completable task. It always looks nice. And then they would drag that up there. And I can't do it in here. I knew I couldn't do it in here. I need to do this from the actual project window. So let's go into the projects. We're going there, daily routines. Okay, so what I would do is I would create morning routine as a non-completable task. I'm doing this very quickly and I can't spell again. So what they would do is you would try it this way in the hope that these tasks would come up nicely. So I just drag that up there, and I can drag that in and drag that in and drag that in. Oops, they've gone too far. Just pull it out. Pull it out. Oh, I do have problems with this. Okay, we'll do it the cheat way. We'll just do oh, by the way, to cheat is just command and back arrow, and that brings it in. Now what you would like to do is you would like to say, oh, okay, that's going to come up in the morning. I open that up and I can do that. The problem is if I go into today's view, it doesn't work like that. It just brings up morning routine, but it doesn't bring up the arrow to be able to drop it down. So this doesn't actually work. So we can remove that task and just go into there and delete task. Yes, delete that task. So instead, what I want to do is I want to create that as my daily rituals. Now, the beauty of this is because you're not flagging it, it's not going to show up in your daily objectives. It's not going to show up in your today's focus. It will only show up at the end of the day when you go into today's view, if you're following the system that I recommend. So there you go. That's one way you can get around the daily rituals thing. You can actually create a subfolder under routines, create daily routines or daily rituals if you prefer, and then you can just create the labels, evening routine and morning routine, and add that to your favorites. So when you start the day, you start in your daily rituals. Remember, what you're trying to do is to create that beautiful workflow as you go through the day. So you start with your daily rituals, your objectives, today's focus, next actions, and at the end of the day, you're doing your golden 10, and that comes in there. So there you go. That's one way round being able to build in your daily routines without it corrupting or messing up your today view. I hope you found this useful, and I hope you'll be able to apply this to your daily workflow. It just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week. Thank you for watching this video. Now, if you want to take your productivity to a higher level, then get yourself enrolled in my 2019 edition of Your Digital Life 2.0 online. It is a complete, comprehensive productivity and time management course, and it's a course that will take you to levels of productivity you have only ever dreamt of before. It shows you how to build your very own COD system, collect, organize and do. It shows you how to create the folder structure, how to build into your goals, into your daily to-do list. It has everything. And not only that, you will get a free copy of Your Digital Life 2.0, the book. You also get a free workbook, and you get access to all the slides that are used in the course. It is incredible value. I want to see you in that course. If you are serious about becoming productivity, then please join me in Your Digital Life 2.0, the 2019 edition. Thank you very much for watching this video.